As the A's get ready to say goodbye to Oakland, baseball fans are banking on the team across town to be a big success. Earlier this year, the Oakland Ballers announced fans would have the unique opportunity to purchase stake in the team. Now, just a week into their crowdfunding campaign, they've raised more than $1 million. And this Saturday, the Ballers will be able to thank their local investors during Fan Appreciation Day at Raimondi Park. To celebrate their inaugural year, they're letting the fans have a say in the game. It's a partnership with the app Fan Control, where you get to pick the plays, you get to pick the lineup, you get to pick who's on first base, and more. It's already happened in arena football and car racing. I spoke with one of the co-founders, a Bay Area sports fan, who says he's hoping this will give fans a new, innovative way to enjoy the game of baseball.
I'm choosing the fastball, and that guy throws the fastball and he strikes out. Like, that feeling of like, yes, I called that and it worked is going to be really exciting.
Imagine a professional sports game where fans call the shots.
Track, wall, and he's done it again.
Well, guess what? There's an app for that, and it's called Fan Controlled.
So the way the Fan Control works is a real-time app that allows fans to control the action on the field live as if they're the coach or the GM. Their favorite team, in this case, the Oakland Ballers.
For Grant Cohn, who was born and raised in the Bay Area, the idea started years ago.
We're talking like 2007 or so.
And as the story goes,
me and a few buddies from college were sitting in a bar together in New York.
They were watching a Yankee game when they had the thought.
Could all the fans together, if they all were together, would their collective brain power be stronger than the owner or the managers? And would they care more? Like, would the fans actually care more? Would they buy more merch and support their team more? Like, would they really feel a stronger connection to the team?
Are they going to call pitches?
What's that?
Are they going to call pitches for an inning?
And now they've partnered up with the Oakland Ballers for the first fan-controlled baseball game.
It doesn't really change the entertainment, or maybe it only slightly enhances the entertainment for the fans who are watching. But those fans who want to be leaned in and want to be more engaged, the diehard fans, the ones who are used to screaming at the television about a decision that a coach or manager made or a thing that happened, now those screams are heard, right? We're just giving them a voice.
They're going to replace me one day. There's a fan-controlled game that we are going to be doing.
So what does Ballers manager Aaron Miles think?
It's a new innovation of the game, and obviously I'm going to probably not like one of the moves the fans going to make, but in baseball, anything can happen. And I make the wrong call a lot of times, too. So now I can just blame it on the fans if we lose.
Their hope is to entice a younger audience.
It tends to skew to a younger demographic of people who participate in the app and the second screen experience, which I think baseball badly needs, right?
And widen the fan base.
And I noticed a comment in the chat yesterday, just some random fan of ours who said something to the effect of, I live in Wisconsin. I'd never heard of the Ballers before. This is so awesome. I can't wait to participate. I'm like, how cool is that? This is a minor league baseball team in Oakland that's going to have a fan in Wisconsin who's making real-time decisions for their team. And it just really helps open up who your fan base can be and how involved they can be.
Giving new meaning to play ball, or should I say, play the app? Well, if you can't make it to the ballpark, you can participate from home as well while watching the game on our sister station, Pix Plus 44 Cable 12. I logged on. I signed up because I'm so curious. And you can go on right now and actually sort of go over what you can decide ahead of time, like what jerseys they're going to wear. So if you don't love baseball, you can still participate. It's kind of cool.
You can be a part of a community. It's just right there in the palm of your hand.
And that's, as you were saying, that's how everyone kind of consumes the games a lot, because you're watching the plays, you're listening, you're watching the game. Tomorrow I'm going to kind of explain sort of what you can, break it down a little bit so people actually want to participate. But, I'm in.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, G.
All right. Well, if you have kids, chances are sometimes.
And if you have kids, look out, because they're going to be the next Oakland Baller. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fan Controlled Show. Josh McCouga, Leighton Batiste, Patrick Gies will be joining us in a little bit. That's right. Saturday night, 6:30 Pacific, live from Oakland, California, the first ever fan-controlled baseball game right here live in the fan-controlled app. It's going to be awesome. You can also watch it on Flow Sports. That's where all of their games are. And as well as Pix Plus 44, like she said, Cable 12, if you're in the Bay Area. We're very excited. We're very, 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 very excited. I'm going to be on the broadcast with Tyler Peterson, their play-by-play caller. We're going to have all kinds of people in the stands, in the dugout, your normal fan-controlled people. Leighton's going to be running the socials from Atlanta. Patrick Dees will be doing all kinds of stuff but behind the scenes. Jess Samola will be running a secondary stream if we can get that up and running, depending on what the press box looks like. And it's all for you guys. It's all for the fans of fan-controlled sports. I'm very, very excited. Leighton, I know you're a baseball guy. You're a big Braves guy. I won't hold that against you, even though I kind of do. How, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about the Oakland Ballers partnership here with Fan Control?
I'm at like a 9 right now. I know I don't sound like it, but I'm at a 9 because it's a chance for us to like get another sport going with Fan Control. We've done racing, we've done football, but now we get to get into baseball. Hopefully we can get into some golf and cricket soon, but for sure baseball is lit. I'm excited.
It's what's been really cool about this whole process. One, you know me, I like to meet a lot of people and new people, and it's like meeting all these Oakland Ballers people has been awesome. You can tell just the passion that they have for this team and for the, I mean, not only for the team, but for the event that we're about to put on. Everybody's on high alert, man. We want this thing to go really, really well. And for you, the fans, and I'm gonna point out somebody who's, a fan legend, Freddie. It's kind of cool. Thank you. Woody the Duck, he says he'll be at Disney World, but we all know he's gonna be watching his phone.
Oh yeah,
we know his wife's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" It's like, well, it's Fan Control baseball. I gotta see some of it. He's not full Disney adult. He's not sacrificing his firstborn to the feet of Mickey Mouse just so he can have a front row for the parade and the fireworks. Okay, he's not that full on, right? This is Woody the Duck. He is going to be in there, and guess what? Leighton's going to be running a ton of picks behind the scenes, so there's going to be picks for you every single half inning, not just the Ballers innings. You're going to be able to do. Let me bring up that full screen here, Leighton Batiste. Come on, where are you? There we are. Jess Samola not running it. She's figuring out how we get the stream to the K-Pix. Oakland Ballers, the starting lineup votes are right now. Leighton and I are going to go over those in just a little bit. I have some behind the scenes information for you to better enhance your vote because those votes end tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific. The starting pitcher vote ends in 80 minutes. It's 2:40 Pacific right now. It ends at 4 p.m. Pacific. Brody Eglite versus TJ Sizz. That's how you pronounce his last name. I was calling him Chiz, and that is incorrect. We've got the walkout music. All those votes, again, end tomorrow around 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific. We've got the first pitch of every single Ballers inning you guys are going to be able to vote on. And we're going to give you 2, 3, sometimes 4 of those pitches. And let's just hope those pitches come down as strikes, okay? And then anytime the count gets to 1 and 2, 2 and 2. If there's 2 strikes, we're calling that the strikeout pitch call. You're going to be able to call that pitch, and hopefully it happens more than once an inning, but we're going to set those votes at the beginning, right before the inning, so those pitches are determined before the inning. But if it happens and we strike out a batter and there's still more outs, we're going to put a quick poll in there to see if we can get that second strikeout pitch. We're going to do pinch runners. We're going to do hit and runs. We're going to do steals. We are going to do pinch hitters. And then we're going to have the Fanager Audible. That's where our man, John Brostrom, JB, who is also Leighton, he's singing the national anthem.
Oh, really?
At the game. For those that don't know, John Brostrom, JB, one of the legends in the fan-controlled world, is a trained opera singer. He sang the national anthem at 2 of the football games. He sang the first ever national anthem of fan-controlled football, so it only makes sense that he sings the national anthem here at the Oakland Ballers. But John Brostrom will be sitting there, tabulating, talking to the manager. He is our fanager. Yes, I came up with that term in a not so shocking turn of events. Me and a pun and a dad joke. You're the fanager, okay? And the fanager in there is going to be calling audibles. If the manager, Aaron Miles, who, by the way, no big deal, won a World Series with the St. Louis Cardinals, if he has an idea of like, hey, maybe we should do this, or John Brostrom has an idea, or you, the fans, more importantly, I'm going to be paying attention to chat on broadcast. We're going to be calling out fans on broadcast, just like we did in football, to say, hey, you know what the fans really want to do? They want to do this. And then we send that information down to the manager, and he says, yeah, let's do it. And then boom, that goes up in the app. Boom, we're on the roll. And Boom. We have somebody coming in that sneezes before he pitches just to throw off the batter. The old sneeze ball. Nailed it. Okay. Woody the Duck has a response in here. To be honest, I'll probably be exhausted and almost falling asleep while I watch and make picks. See, we knew we'd be. Oh, right. Disney World, Florida. I'm thinking Disneyland. Disney World's in Florida. It'll be like 9:30 when it starts. His kids better be asleep. He's going to be in bed. They're all going to be tired. Their feet's going to hurt. You know, you get late. And let me tell you, you live close enough to Orlando. You're going to take your new son down to Disney World at some point in your life. I'm talking those are 19 to 20,000 step days.
My sister lives in Orlando, so I already see it coming.
You're toast.
And they do it. She takes her kids there all the time. Like,
yeah, because she probably get a season pass, right?
God, okay.
Oh, look at this. Woody the Duck says, LFG, I have a game-used Aaron Miles jersey.
Oh, wow. He should have sent it in. We could have gotten it signed for him, and then...
Hold on. Woody, I'm going to send you this link. Can you get the jersey and just pop on the show real quick? If you can. He was my favorite player growing up. Holy moly. This is... I'm going to see if I can't call... hold on one second. Vamp for a second.
No, Woody should have... You should have told us this a while ago. We could have sent the jersey in and get it signed for you, then send it right back. That would have been like ×2 ultimate fan experience for Woody. That would have been great, man.
Really would.
Man,
all right, hold on. I'm going to call Tyler Peterson, the play-by-play. He was on the show last week. I'm going to relay this information and see if we can't get see what we can do. Maybe Woody wants to send his jersey. We can get it signed for him. Tyler Peterson, Josh McCouga, how are you?
Oh, what's up, Josh?
Hey, we're on live on the Fan Controlled Show, and one of our super fans, Woody the Duck, he was actually in the RV at one of our Fan Controlled racing events. His favorite player all time is Aaron Miles.
No way.
He just popped in the chat. LFG, I have a game-used Aaron Miles jersey. He's a giant St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Wow.
He was his favorite player growing up. So what I'm thinking is if we can get Woody to send his jersey out, we can get Aaron Miles to sign it and send it back. Do you think that's a possibility?
100%. We can absolutely do that.
Let's go. All right. That's all we needed to know. Tyler, you're a legend. We'll see you Saturday. Ballers on a win streak, 9 out of the last 10, won their last 5. Do we keep it going tonight?
Wait, are we on the show right now?
Is that
what's happening?
Yes, correct. Your voice is against the microphone. Your voice is against the microphone.
You are live.
You're live. You, sir, are live.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I would have been a little bit more gregarious if I had known that. No, the Ballers are going for a franchise record tonight, 6 straight wins.
6 straight.
I unfortunately will not be on the call. I will be resting my voice up for Saturday's big broadcast.
Okay.
But you'll get to listen to Nevada Cullen if you tune into 860amtheanswer.com or watch on Flow. And the Ballers right now have a magic number of 9 to clinch a playoff spot in their inaugural season. So there you go.
Oh, all kinds of pressure. Good stuff leading into to Saturday night. We saw the K-Pix promo that looked awesome that they ran last night. So the Fan Controlled family psyched about it. Can't wait for Saturday. We'll see you then, bud.
All right. Thanks, Josh.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Tyler Peterson, absolute legend. The world is way too small for Woody the Duck's favorite player to be Aaron Miles. I don't know. I don't have Aaron Miles' number. I wish that I did. But I feel like we need like a cameo for, you know that this website Cameo, and it's like, hey, I want to get Bo Jackson to wish me happy birthday, and it's like $2,000. You ever, that website?
What?
You don't know about Cameo?
No, not at all.
All right. If I were to give you, and I don't know if this is still the case, but Cameo, it's an app and people like send you a message. Like me and a buddy that hosted a podcast, you do cameos for fans, right? You wish them a happy birthday or congrats on marriage or whatever. Who do you think is the most popular person on Cameo? And I know it's a huge, but I'm going to give you a hint. He was in The Office. The show, The Office.
Steve Carell.
No.
Really?
No. I think Steve Carell might be too big of a star for Cameo.
Oh, I don't know his name, but buddy that spilled the chili.
Yes, Kevin, you got it. Kevin's number 1. on. He's the biggest thing on Cameo. $500 a Cameo. He does like, I don't know, 1,000 a week. Yeah.
That's easy money. That's
easy money.
That's easy money.
Yep. Freddie Airmail got it.
Like you just have to send a video. You don't actually have to show up anywhere. You just send a video like, hey, what's up?
Send a video.
That's easy money.
I know. Okay. I know. Me and a buddy did a Cameo that got played at somebody's wedding.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, look it up. It's actually like a pretty sweet app. I don't know how popular. I mean, I would imagine it's still pretty popular, but we used to send each other, like me and buddies would find like really cheap ones, you know, like 80s, 90s stars that were on Cameo, and it was like $5 for you to send a Cameo, and we'd make them say silly things to our friends. We'd do that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Woody the Duck, jump in chat and let me know when you're home. I want to cut out a little thing because I want to see this Aaron Miles jersey if you have it, and where you have it, because I think this is actually pretty awesome. And I think Patrick Dees will be pretty psyched when this pops up as well. Just to reset, this is Fan Controlled Sports. We're doing a fan-controlled baseball game on Saturday night live from Oakland, California, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Fans are choosing everything from pitches to stolen bases to pitching changes to pinch hitters and everything in between. We want to make sure that this is a fully fan-forward, fan-engaged experience. I'll be on the call with Tyler Peterson of the Oakland Ballers. Very, very excited about the whole thing. Also, if you want to pop in the control app, we're in live in there now. You can download it at fcsc.xyz. I am on the app chat as well. I'm going to prop up my phone here. And yeah, we're ready to go. All right, Leighton, here's what we're going to do.
All right.
We have, let's see. We have a bunch
of. By the way, we have like a really good list of show names already, all from Freddie.
Well, classic Freddie. Easy money.
It's kind of cool. And the old sneeze ball.
Oh, the old sneeze ball is pretty good.
It's a really good one.
It's pretty good. Okay. Let's go into the first vote. Okay. Here we go. The first vote is who starts at center field. We've got Brett Carson versus Peyton Harding. Now, let me, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I have a whole bunch of list of guys and just a quick little rundown about him. Brett Carson, he was acquired from Rocky Mountain Vibes in a mid-season trade, recorded his 9th 3-hit game, and first as a baller on August 10th at Idaho Falls, currently batting .327 against right-handed pitchers, .349 against left-handed pitchers. He's got 10 homers, and he's 18 of 22 in stolen bases. He's an outfielder, and he throws left. He's a throws lefty. So many left-handed throwers in baseball. It's kind of wild. And he's going up against Peyton Harding. Peyton Harding, speedy center fielder that has had a lot of success in the leadoff spot, leads the team with 4 triples and 20 stolen bases, only getting caught out 5 times. He's batting .298 against right-handed pitchers, .384 against left-handed pitchers, and has 3 home runs. So that vote, again, currently live in the app. You can vote on that. Who you feeling, Leighton? Who do you like? Peyton Harding?
Who did I vote for? I think I actually voted for Peyton.
Peyton Harding.
Yeah.
And Brett Carson, I think Noah Martinez came on the show last week trying to get some of these guys interviewed. We can post some social stuff tomorrow and early on Saturday as we are going live. I might go live in the app depending on connectivity issues before like our pregame show to get people a little riled up to talk about some of this stuff. They're actually going to be filming as the manager, Aaron Miles, Woody the Duck's favorite manager, is hi Rachel. As he's filling out the lineup card, they're going to record him doing that, all from your fan picks. All right, next up, who starts at right field? We've got Stephen Wilmer and Jalen Smith. Let me read you off Jalen Smith. Let's see. Jalen Smith reached double digits in home runs on August 16th against Boise. In his previous series at Idaho Falls, he hit .467. He went 7 of 15 with 6 RBI and 2 doubles. Batting .237 against right-handed pitchers, .300 against left-handed pitchers, 10 home runs, 12 stolen bases on 14 attempts. So Jalen Smith got some wheels. What I'm realizing in the Pioneer League, which is actually bodes well for us, Leighton, is that they steal a ton more bases than they do in Major League Baseball. And Jalen Smith going up against Stephen Wilmer Valderrama, acquired from the Rocky Mountain Vibe in a midseason trade. Seems like the Rocky Mountain Vibe and the Oakland Ballers have a bit of a trade thing going. Had 9 hits, 2 doubles, and 2 homers in a series at Idaho Falls, batting .355 against right-handed pitchers, .314 against left-handed pitchers, 8 home runs, and is 4 for 4 on stolen bases. So doesn't steal a ton of bases, but when he does,
he steals.
He steals.
Mm.
So that is that vote. I think I've been voting for Jalen Smith the whole time.
Yeah, but they both have a big bat.
Big bat. And if these guys don't start right, there will be position changes. We've got all kinds of things that, because what I would really like to do, depending on what Aaron Miles wants to do, is really have impactful votes every single half inning, not just the ballers innings, right? So we'll see.
Okay.
All right. Next up, starting at first base, we've got Noah Martinez, who came on the show last week, and Brett Barrera, 2 big hitting individuals on the Oakland Ballers. So Noah Martinez collected 10 hits in a series at Idaho Falls with 2 doubles and a homer, leads the Pioneer League in walks drawn at 61. Look at that. So his on-base percentage, pretty stellar. 317 right-handed pitchers, 347 against left-handed pitchers, 14 dingers, and 2 for 2 on stolen bases. So when he wants to turn on the wheels, he does. He doesn't always have to. And then we've got Brett Barrera, who is leading the team in homers. He's a Pioneer League All-Star selection, acquired from Idaho Falls via trade, homered in his Ballers debut on August 18th, 19 home runs, 10 stolen bases on 11 tries, and is batting .355 against right-handed pitchers and .329 against left-handed pitchers. And since this was written up about 10 days ago, Leighton, I think he's had 4 more home runs. So the dude smacks the ball. Okay, hold on. I've got the legend Woody the Duck texting me a picture of his Aaron Miles jersey. Okay. I'm gonna vamp for a second, Leighton. I gotta send a link to Woody the Duck so he can pop on the show. Woody, are you cool to pop on the show? Cool to pop on the show.
Are you cool to pop on the show? Wow, I just found a picture of Aaron Miles playing for the Cardinals. Wow.
Yeah. Download, put it in there.
Oh, hold on, guys. We need this. By the way, big week of college football starts tonight.
Huge.
I'll be tuning in. I think I'm kind of rooting for North Dakota State to upset Colorado. I think.
You like that, do you?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
I really like North Dakota State. All right, I'm trying to get this picture of Coach Miles in here. Manager Miles.
State losing. That DJ Alugalele, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, State and Tech are playing each other this week, so Tech fans are feeling really good about themselves.
Huge.
In Atlanta right now.
I mean, they just run the football until they were straight out of Ireland.
Right.
I like how people were like getting mad at Pat McAfee for being drunk. You're in Dublin. You put him in a bar. He's from Pittsburgh. What do you want?
Well, also, like, when did we come up with these like home family standards for sports commentating? That's the thing that's kind of thrown me off.
Do you think that this is a good idea? Okay. A pay-per-view stream that is announcers just getting drunk during the game and trying to call the game the drunker they get.
Yes.
Right? Like, I'm not saying the same.
And we should have them call out fan-controlled picks at the same time.
Like, listen, Leighton, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
My eyes are open, so I'm obviously listening.
Okay, listen. The quarterback, what's going to happen is we called an audible here. We're going to run a triple option. Okay. This team has never run a triple option before, but let's see what happens. And then they run a triple option touchdown. What do you think? Fans color. I got it. And I think that the viral moments are third and fourth quarter when we are slightly black.
Oh, no, done. No, well, that's the whole point is Stick with us and see just how more drunk we get.
Correct. And then
in the fourth quarter, they just
more drinks.
It's just a silent stream because they're so drunk they can't talk.
Makuga has passed out. He is. I honestly do think that drunk sportscasting might be the future.
Yes. Oh,
Thank
is that
you.
a show name?
Yeah. Oh, it's not game used. It's game issued. Still, I would like to have. Okay, here we go.
Rub some dirt on it.
Okay, Woody said he can hop on for a few minutes. His wife is putting the kibosh down. I totally understand that. Okay, hold on. I mean, if you would have told me what his email was, this is unbelievable. Guy. Okay, here we go. All right. Woody the Duck is going to pop on. Leighton, we're going to cut out this. We're going to send this piece to, we're going to tag the Oakland Ballers because we had Jakey Muffin's favorite race car driver of all time was JJ Yaley. Totally by coincidence.
Yep.
Totally by coincidence. Now we're talking Woody the Duck's favorite baseball player of all time was Aaron Miles.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Coincidence. That's what it has to be.
This is why we do this stuff. We had a really good phone call today about another sport that I'm getting very, very excited about. And I think if you have watched this show for a long time, you know what sport I'm talking about. So
is it hurling?
It is. It's hurling.
Yes.
Irish hurling. It's basically a mix between baseball and lacrosse. That sport looks so hard and confusing.
Yes.
GSU has a former Georgia Tech quarterback too. Georgia State, the Georgia Tech quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Penn State plays West Virginia 9 a.m. Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is that one the backyard brawl? Is the one with Pitt backyard?
That's
brawl?
Pitt backyard
okay.
brawl. Yeah.
Right. But this is still a rivalry, though.
Yeah, but I don't think that Pitt plays West Virginia anymore every year.
No.
Because the Big 12, I mean, Pitt botched it because they got rid of Pitt Stadium and they can't sell their basketball to a major because we're just going to be stuck in the ACC because Pitt football doesn't garner that kind of. We don't fill the Steeler Stadium. That's the problem. Had we had a smaller stadium, we could fill with anyway, and we don't own it. We don't own the stadium, so we have to split the revenue with the Steelers, and Big Ten's not going to do that. All right, look behind his back, he's got his game issued Aaron Miles jersey. Woody the Duck, welcome to the show. We miss you, buddy. How are you, friend?
I'm doing great. Oh, let me get this sideways. There we go. That's there we go. Doing good. Just been busy.
How often do you wear it?
I've worn it to I think 3 games.
Okay.
And then I got a snag on it, and I decided I don't want to wear that anymore.
Yeah.
So
because, and all things being equal, I used to have a white Steelers jersey. Never wore it again because I dropped a full buffalo wing down the front of it, and it was never the same. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem with a white jersey, but the white jerseys are kind of awesome.
Yeah.
No, they're great.
Yeah. So when did the love affair start with Aaron Miles and why?
I mean, I'm 5'7". I always liked the shorter guys. I mean, he's not 5'7", but he was, when you look at everybody else, he was the short guy. He seemed like an everyday, I could be that guy. And I've always loved the short guys. And just when I got into baseball, that was him. And
I love it.
And with the Cardinals.
World Series with the Cardinals for crying out loud.
Yep. Yeah, he went to the Cubs for a little bit and I was upset, but then he came back to the Cardinals and I was happy again.
I got to meet him in person. Awesome dude. Just awesome guy. Forearms like a friggin' Mack truck.
Gigantic human being for being.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, when he walked in, I was like, yeah, that's a baseball manager, right? Like that guy, he totally got it. He was a little sheepish at first about fan controlled stuff, but he came around. I think he's very excited about it. And we just talked to Tyler Peterson and he is all on board. So if you send that to us,
okay,
we will make sure that Aaron Miles signs it. We'll get it signed for you. And I can get you an address to have him sign it, and then the Ballers can send it back. But this is hilarious. Man.
That's insane.
It's only a fan control.
I know, and I missed most of last week because we were really busy at the house. So I missed most of it, and then just topped on here. I'm like, wait, what? Aaron Miles? This can't be. And then you said with the Cardinals, like it is.
It's him, man. It's definitely him. Yeah, man. I was gonna say, if you're not going to Disney World, just pop on out to California and you can hang in the dugout.
Yeah, I mean, I was just in Oakland last month, so.
What the fuck?
Yep. Yeah, went and saw the Oakland A's on the 19th. So.
You didn't even pop by to see the Oakland Ballers? Had you known that Aaron Miles was the manager, would you have popped by?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would have been awesome.
God. Racer 24524. Going a little dark, but I am going to read the comment. Fan controlled and make a wish. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. One of my memories is Aaron Miles hitting a walk-off grand slam. I was watching it with my friends when I was in my game room as a kid, and we were watching the Cardinal game. Hit a walk-off grand slam.
Let's go. Did you see him play live in person ever?
A few times, but I would have been little. I don't remember. But
yeah. Oh man, that is incredible.
It's awesome. It's small world.
It really is. It really is. All right. Before we let you go, I know you only got a couple minutes. You're going to Disney World on the weekend. Now, do you like Disney World, or is this like, hey, we got to take the kids? Your wife's like, you better get your ass in gear because we're taking our kids somewhere.
It's one of those things where every year my wife says we're going to go to Disney World, and I say no, we're not. We just went, and then she guilts me into going, and she's like, well, it's just.
Are you driving or are you flying?
We're flying. We were going to drive, and then we're going to be there for 7 days, but we're doing only 4 park days because you got a 5 and a 3-year-old, so we got to space out those days.
Let me tell you something here, Leighton. You may not know this. I can see your eyes widening. There are definitions of insanity, and then there's just being crazy. And at this point, I think Woody the Duck is both. 5 and a 3-year-old, 7 days in Orlando in August at the park. I mean, I have one 3-year-old, and that is enough for me to know I'm not going to Orlando or any of these Disney parks until she's of age that I can legit be like, Dad's going to sit here, go do something, and come back. But, oh, man.
And when you see the excitement of the kids and it makes, like, that's the only reason we're going back. They talk about, we went on a cruise last year. It was a special thing. And they, every other week, they keep talking about going. And, like, when are we going to go on another cruise? I'm like, Bubby, probably 10 years from now.
Shit's not cheap. Dad's not made out of money. Yeah.
No.
Do you think you had the same reaction your kids have at Disney when you found out that Aaron Miles is the manager of the Oakland Ballers?
Probably. It's like, wait, Mickey Mouse is there?
Oh man, so good. Well, listen, Woody, as long as you throw out some funny things in chat on Saturday for us to read to Aaron Miles, I guarantee you we'll get Aaron Miles to respond to one of your chats during the game. All right.
All righty.
Legend. Take care of yourself, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Later. Woody the Duck, absolute legend. Aaron Miles, super fan.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not. Man, oh man, that is it's just awesome. It's just awesome. All right. We have a couple more of the votes to get to. Let's see. We've got up next. We've got who's your starting pitcher? I believe this vote ends in 55 minutes. And from what I understand, Brody Iglite, I think it's Iglite, or it could be Eglite or Iglite or Iglite.
Eglite would be interesting. Brody Iglite.
Something like that. Against TJ Sizz, who I was calling again TJ Chiz all week because I feel like CZ is like a ch sound in like Serbian. Yeah, right. But it's TJ Sizz. He's going up. Let me read you the stats here on TJ and Brody. So TJ Sizz, drafted by the Oakland A's in 2022. He pitched for the Stockton Ports for the last 2 years, earned the win with a season high 3 2/3 innings, pitched at Idaho Falls on August 8th. He's got a great 4-seam curveball and changeup. His curveball averages 16 inches of depth. That's what she said. And his changeup is a 40% swing and miss rate versus left-handed batters. Then we've got the legend that is Brody Iglite. Through 20 straight scoreless innings from mid-July to mid-August. Has 5 wins, second most on the team. He's got a 4-seam, a sweeper, and a changeup. His 4-seam has a .214 batting average against, and his sweeper clocks in at 79.3 miles per hour on average, his exit velocity. So that's your starting pitcher. Again, that vote ends in a little over 50 minutes. And then our final vote that we have up there, pick the Oakland Ballers batting order in the third spot. We've got Dante Stewart versus Noah Martinez. I already talked to you guys a little bit about Noah Martinez. So let's talk about Dante Stewart, the hard-hitting right-hander, second baseman. He's got 2 homer game against Boise on August 17th, had 9 hits and a home run in series at Idaho Falls, batting .304 against right-handed pitchers and .474 against left-handed pitchers, 4 dingers, and he's 3 of 4 on stolen bases. That's Dante Stewart. Those are the votes that are up there, as well as Leighton. We've got in Oakland at the Ballers games. There's not there's a first pitch, but there's also a first batter. So the first pitch gets thrown to the first batter, and then we have a first batter vote that is up right now. You got Ice Cold Kenny. You got the Hot Dog King. Hold on. Come on, I'm gonna get it. And then you've got the Rally Possum. His name is, I believe, Scrappy.
Oh, I want one of those pins. If you get one, please mail it to me.
I will get you a pin, Leighton. That's what I do. All right, first beer batter. Our report right now. It is a tight vote, but Ice Cold Kenny is currently in the lead with almost 6,000 votes. Mike the Hot Dog Mayor with 4,808 votes. He's at 35%. And Scrappy the Rally Possum at 3189. You know what? I've never trusted mascots, so I'm glad that Ice Cold Kenny is in the lead there for the first batter. You guys can vote on that, as well as the walk-up music. We've got 4 sets of walkout music. You got Green Day. You got Too Short. All Oakland artists in there for you guys to vote on. And there's going to be tons of other votes coming in hot as well as we lead up to game time. Leighton, your thoughts
on what?
Everything. Life. How you feeling about being a dad here pretty soon? Is it starting to?
Oh no, I'm getting excited. I'm having like more and more of these daydreams of me just sitting on the couch holding him and playing my PS5. I also feel like I will not get a chance to actually play my PS5.
No, you will. What, dude? Those first few weeks, knock on wood, you know that you don't have like a super colicky baby, fan control baby, is once you feed them and they poop and you change them, you got like they sleep a bunch. Especially the first like 3 to 4 weeks is just a ton of sleeping. It's a lot of intermittent sleeping, so you never feel like you're sleeping, but the baby is like sleeping on and off. The problem is that when you want to be awake, the baby is sleeping, and then when you want to be sleeping, the baby likes to choose to be awake because his rods and cones are a little messed up right now. Yeah. See, babies' awake windows are only like 45 minutes to an hour, and really for the first few months, they're just little aliens that kind of just go like. That's what they do. So really what you should be doing, Leighton, is you got your baby, put him in. Did you guys get a Docatot? Do you have a Docatot? Maybe Rachel can chime in there. The Docatot, why is my alien invention?
I know what we have. We have, I called it a baby bin, but we have a bassinet right here by the couch.
Yeah.
And then she's getting me have you seen these shirts for dads that have a kangaroo pocket?
Yeah, they're sick. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting like 3 or 4 of those. So.
Yeah, they're fire. Well, the Docatot, it kind of looks like a little raft, basically. And the baby, I don't know, Rosie loved this Docatot. So I would just sit her next to me and I would play movies or I'd play TV. I would talk to her, do all the kind of things. But what I would definitely do was play golf. I would just have golf on the TV or hit balls or whatever. And I would always have her around there. So she got like used to listening to the sound of that. Yes, they do have you have a Docatot. Great. Rachel chiming in, and a bouncer swing. Rosie hated the swing. We never used the swing. She didn't like it. You'll find like certain babies like things. The bassinet, if you guys get a snoo or the other one, I don't know what it's called, it's called like the Halo or the Alo. It basically like you strap your baby in there like they're going on like the Tatsu at Six Flags, right? I mean, you get strapped in there. They're in there. It's just their head. And then the thing just moves around like this. And it's like, right. And yes, they have an upstairs and downstairs and bassinet that rocks. Boom. You are money. You are ready to go, Leighton.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna get a little golf putter. I'm gonna lay it out here and just.
Yes. But if you play college football and you want him to love college football, which he will anyway, you just have that sound in the background. You got the, all the fight songs, all the things. You got it. Yes. Oh, we'll get the baby on the show. Don't you worry about it. Freddie Emerald, the show name, strapped in. Leighton will be fine. Rachel's ready. Here's the thing, Leighton. The key to being a great dad, and this is a very simple statement. The key to being a great dad is having a great wife.
No, facts. Yeah, facts. Because if it was up to me, I don't think I'd be this prepared. I wouldn't have a bassinet. I wouldn't have anything. He'd have bed sheets to wear.
Yeah, dude. We've said it before on the show a million times. If men were in charge of having children, we would be dead as a population thousands of years ago.
Yeah,
there'd be like 8 total people. Housing crisis. We'd all live in one, just playing PS5. Seriously. Okay. It's the truth. It would be nobody here. The population would have died off so long ago. They're like, oh, men got to have babies. And you're like, I was like, oh, that hurts so bad. Oh, you think I'm going to do that again? You're out of your mind. And women are like, sign me up for another one. It's golly.
I'm good.
It's so true. It's just ridiculous. Wait, hold on. Woody the Duck has a correction in here. Correction, called my dad who got me the jersey for Christmas, and it is game used. It was just clean, and I didn't realize they clean the jerseys that they sell. I think by law, you have to.
I'd be mad though. I'm like, smells like a win.
What is that? That smells like sunflower seeds, chewing tobacco, and regret. Okay.
Have you ever done chewing tobacco? I've never.
I did it once. I threw up and I couldn't stop spinning for about 25 minutes. And so again,
right.
like having children, I'm never going to do that again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Interesting.
When I was here's quick childbirth story. Okay. Amanda had a C-section. So you schedule the C-section like you're checking into a hospital, like a hotel, right? They're like, come in at 7. We'll have the baby out by 8. Hang here for 48 hours. Then you go home and they just give you the baby. It's terrifying. Like you walk out of that hospital, Leighton, nobody even says anything. They're like, you sure that's yours? And you're like, yeah. Like, all right, later. It's harder to get through security than it is to leave a hospital with a baby. Okay.
All
right. Now we're getting ready to walk into the C-section, and all of a sudden, I hear the ding of an elevator door, and this woman comes out, and she's like, and I looked at my wife, and I was like, take me somewhere. Take me somewhere safe. I don't like it here. I don't want to be here right now. I don't like this. And I was like, is that how you would have been if we would have been doing this? If you wouldn't have gotten a C-section? She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. I know for a fact that I couldn't handle it. Now, thrown into the fire of hell, I could have handled it. It would have been fine. But knowing that I didn't have to handle that was a pure godsend, because that is terrifying.
Okay. That was a lot, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing. Again, these are things that people don't tell you. It's all fun and games until dilation, and then it is just terrifying. Authentically you. Yeah, this is why we're having a birth center birth. Oh, I've watched too much and switched to birth. Oh, look at that. Leighton's going to be prepped with a scalp massager and all the snacks. Okay. You can take all the snacks you want, Leighton. You can have all the scalp massaging that you want. But I'm going to tell you this right now. That shit is terrifying.
I'm not going to help. I got you. I appreciate it.
Okay. I'm not trying to say, because here's the thing. Nobody's going to shoot it to you straight. Nobody's going to shoot it to you straight. My brother shot it to me straight. He's like, let me tell you this right now. That first night when you come home with that child, it is fucking terrifying. It is. You have no idea what you're supposed to do. The baby's crying. You're waking up. You're trying to feed it. The feeding's sort of not working. Is the baby latching? Is the baby not latching? Should we bottle feed? Should I get the pump route? You rock her. You rock her. You sing to her. I'll sing to her. Is not going to sleep. Is she going to sleep? Is this poop weird? It's all happening all at once. It's all happening. Guess what, bud? Guess what? You're in the end game now. Okay. It's happening whether you like it or not. It's not, you can't just all of a sudden call the manager and be like, hey, I don't have anything left in this arm. I can't throw strikes anymore. He's like, I don't care. You still have 6 more innings. You're like, oh, okay. And then home run after home run after home run. Your ERA balloons to a 30. Your team's down 21-0, and you don't have a relief pitcher. Okay. You just threw 5 picks against the 2019 New York Jets. Okay. And he kept you in the game. They stunk, Leighton. They were terrible.
They were bad.
Roll bad. Woody the Duck, our first baby, we were at the hospital for a few days, so we were so ready to be home with the baby. LOL. I didn't want to leave that hospital. There's nurses that check on you. You need ice? You need something? Oh, let me look at the baby. Oh, the baby's still alive. I'm just like, hey, Seinfeld's on in 20 minutes. There's nurses everywhere. Then you leave. Whoo, buddy. Because guess what? Rosie's 3.5 now, and we just got her tonsils taken out, and it has been a hellscape in our house for a full week. They tell you, oh, the recovery is not that bad. It's a lot easier when they're young. I don't know what it's like when you're old, but I'll tell you what it's like when you're young. It's like walking straight into traffic without any kind of padding. Just a car hits you. It just hits you.
I just wonder if he's going to need a helmet sometime.
He is going to need a helmet a lot.
Yeah.
At one point, my brother's kid didn't take a helmet off for a while. My brother, he just keeps running into stuff, so we just keep the helmet on all the time. he just kept the helmet on the kid. Okay. Yes. Look, authentically, you got lactation consultants, you got doulas, you got all the things. Guess what, Leighton? So did we. We had all the things. We had all the things. It was still a lot. It's a lot. And then when you have one kid, okay, and people are sitting around like, you know, we should do this again. We should do this again. It's like if you were fighting a forest fire and it was just you and your wife, okay, and somebody was like, "Hey, would you guys like another fire?" And you're like, "I guess. Put it on." Same hoses, same amount of water, same people, just more fire. And somebody that knows about parenting, because he's a big, tall giraffe ginger man, it's Patrick Dees.
Yeah, what's up, boys?
We are on all kinds of different topics here today. Patrick, talking Oakland. How about this one? You want to hear something crazy, Dees? This is the best one. Okay?
That's why I showed up. I didn't show up here not to hear something crazy.
Okay. Well, you, sir, are welcome. How about this?
Great. Yes, sir.
Woody Duck says we forget about all the bad times. I don't. Okay. Sorry. We're talking about parents. Okay.
Dude, honestly, I've been trying out a new thing. It's showing up for podcasts like super late. That's my new thing.
No,
what do you think? It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it works.
Cool. It's pretty, yeah.
You're the closer.
Just trying it on. Just trying it on. All right.
This is how Sean Bradley played basketball.
I know. He showed up in the fourth quarter sometimes.
All the time. I'm
going to start the show name vote here.
Okay,
let's do it. Can I want to, read me the options when you get the vote, because I would really like to.
It's kind of cool. The old sneeze ball, easy money, strapped in, and all the snacks you want.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The
easy money is cool, but sneeze ball, it makes the most sense knowing you two jokers. So I'm gonna go with sneeze ball.
Well, I had said that if he's gonna call a sneeze ball, we can call the old sneeze ball.
Call the old sneeze ball. That's that's a pitch you're throwing.
It's possible. It's possible.
I thought that pitch was forbidden.
Well, in certain parts of Western Pennsylvania, the sneeze ball still hangs in the wind. Okay, Dees?
It's legal in Oakland. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, Racer 24524 just says college football. Yeah, tonight, some big games tonight, big games this weekend. But okay, Patrick Dees, if you remember last year in Phoenix, Jakey Muffin's favorite driver all time, JJ Yaley.
JJ Yaley, big
just
time.
So happened to be.
He's got a giant JJ tattoo on his chest.
It's huge.
2 thumbs up going. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I remember.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, guess who Woody the Duck's favorite baseball player is all time?
If you say JJ Yaley, I'm going to lose my mind. Play baseball. I don't know.
Aaron Miles, manager of the Oakland Ballers.
Come on.
He's got a used jersey Aaron Miles wore.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What are the odds?
He was just on the show with the jersey in the background.
What a maniac. Good for it. That's incredible. We're just out here making dreams come true is what you're saying.
Correct. Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Oh,
Next thing you know, we're going to do fan-controlled high school swimming in the late 90s. And I'm like, my favorite swimmer was Josh McCougan. I'm like, what?
Speaking of favorite things, are you in Miss Anderson's 4th grade classroom? She was like my favorite teacher ever. And right behind you, I feel like are you sitting in Miss Anderson's 4th grade from Tucson, Arizona?
That is true. Yes. I'm eventually really this is my mother-in-law's art.
Got it.
It says something.
I thought it was like one of those punishment boards where you had to write like, I will not like put my elbows on the table 400 times.
Like Bart Simpson.
Yes.
It's what it looks like, to be honest with you. It really does.
Okay.
But I've got my other thing. I'm gonna actually paint something here pretty soon to put back there.
Do you paint too?
Yes, I do paint.
Leighton, does that surprise you?
No. I've come to the conclusion that Josh lives a life.
Well, that is the thing. It's one of my favorite things about Josh. There's literally almost nothing that you could tell me if, like, with a straight face, you're like, I one time went to Zimbabwe and I performed CPR on a zebra. I'd be like, fuck, tell me about that. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't even, anybody else says that, utter bullshit. Josh McCouga,
Funny
however.
story about horse CPR is that now that I live up on this ranch, we had this horse doctor come, and I was like, we had this really sick horse, and I was like, so do people give horse CPR? And she's like, would you like me to show you how to do it? And I was like, I'm good. I'm just asking. I didn't, it wasn't like an invitation to me to make out horse. So
yeah, I think that's fair.
Freddie Airmail said, the sneeze ball, my friend, is hanging in the wind. And Freddie Airmail with a solid point here. To be honest, I can't think of any late 90s Western Pennsylvania high school swimmers. So that's just that's what
I know
it is.
one.
We went over a lot of the roster here today, D's, for Saturday's game, Oakland Ballers versus the Idaho Chuckers.
What are you most excited? You're gonna be there live, which I'm insanely jealous about. Like, what are you like most excited about the premiere of Fan Control Baseball?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I'm psyched to just be like up in the booth calling a baseball game, right? Calling a sport.
Yeah, of course.
Introducing people to the fan controlled ecosystem, right?
100%.
You know, a lot of people when they first hear about this, we deal with it every single day. They're like, "What? No, you can't do that."
Right.
And then, and this happened, what, 8 weeks ago, when we started these conversations, it like every call just got more and more accepting of.
Yeah. That wheel slowly turns. You're totally right.
Yeah. And so I'm psyched. What I really my dream is that, you know, the strikeout pitch happens more than once, right?
Yeah.
The beer batter pitch happens, like the stolen base green light. We get a stolen base. I mean, those are the things that I just want to get super psyched about. And the fans that get super psyched about that they did that. They did that.
Yep.
Because there's few feelings quite like when somebody comes up to you after a fan control football game and they're a diehard fan, or, you know, even the fan control racing, and they're like, yo, I can't believe you're letting us do this.
Yeah, I agree. It's just unlike anything.
Yeah.
Layton, are you a big baseball guy? I don't know that about you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a big Braves fan. I played baseball when I was younger. Like,
you were a catcher?
No, I was an outfielder.
Layton's sneaky quick, not fast.
Is that true?
Not fast.
Okay. It's acceleration. He goes 0 to 60 in like no time, but then doesn't get to 61.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, you know, he's got that strength too. He's real, like he's shifty. He can really use his he's quick and he's fast and he's strong. He's like a bear. Like a, you know, like
I can see that. I didn't know he played any baseball. Like, that's great.
Legend. Deez, were you allowed to play baseball, or was that against the Lord?
No, I was too attractive. They're like, I'm sorry. No, sir. You are not allowed on this field. I was like, you know?
Well, where's your strike zone? That's the question.
Yeah, that is the thing. You can close your eyes and throw it like this, and it would be a strike because the zone is just massive. It's absurd.
A large Patrick Deez stepping to the plate. The new strike robot, very confused, had to reboot the whole system.
It just melts down. You know, so as a kid, like most folks, I played a couple seasons of you know, little league ball, and it just was bored to tears, which is why ultimately I had to play catcher, because I wanted to be involved in like I couldn't pitch, so I wanted to be involved in like every pitch. So I played catch for 2 or 3 seasons, was bored out of my mind, and then as Josh did, our career path was very similar. I was a little league umpire. As soon as I was old enough, for several summers, was like, look, you're going to pay me to sit here and call balls and strikes? I can handle that. Was a giant ham about it. I couldn't wait to throw out parents that gave me any kind of lip. You're out of here.
That's a warning. That's a warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, I used to do like high kicks, splits. I mean,
yeah, I bet you did.
Calls. I used to love running out if I was like calling the game by myself. If there was only one umpire, calling out to get the first baseman, got him. Or like run at second base, I got him. You know what I mean? Oh man, it's so good.
You're so good. They start requesting you.
What's that?
Parents are like, you're such a good ump that parents start requesting you. They're like, I had a lot of fun at that game.
Man,
that guy knows how to call a game.
Something. You know, I wish that somebody would have said, like, you know, if you really want to work at this and try to be a professional umpire, there's like a way to do this. You go to umpire college and you work your way up. I'm like, that actually sounds pretty sick. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it ever occurred to me that this is something you could actually like do. You know what I mean? It was like I couldn't believe they were paying me to hang out at the baseball field all day at like 17. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. That buys a lot of big league chew. You know what I mean?
Sure does. Yeah. We used to have nacho dogs. I used to eat nacho dogs 2 at a time. They were free. That was the empire.
Damn right you did.
God, the old sneeze ball is winning, going away.
That
The old sneeze ball is winning.
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Which is incredible.
His umpire college like clown college.
What happened?
His umpire college like clown college. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's an incredible comment, Freddie.
Just everybody there is fatter.
Yeah.
All right,
and their vision's a little bit better. You know what I mean?
What'd you say, Lex?
We have a show name, guys.
We've got a show name.
We sneeze ball?
We are Sneeze Ball.
Let's go.
The old sneeze ball.
I am thrilled I could get here for the last little bit of sneeze ball because this is my favorite 20 minutes all day. Yeah.
Is like an actual sport? Is there a sport called sneeze ball? Because we could invent it and fan control it.
So do you have to like sniff pepper, sneeze on the ball? Then
that's terrible.
Yeah. Or like somebody gives you one, like you can't stop sneezing and people are like throwing balls at you and you got to dodge it. Or like, everybody's just sneezing. There's just dust everywhere. It's just inside a very dusty. Yeah.
If you Google it, the very first entry is an Economic Times article that says, "Don't be a sneeze ball." It's the very first response when you Google sneeze ball. Incredible.
I would imagine at Sneezeball is taken on Twitter, but if it's not, Leighton, could be yours. Could be yours.
It could be.
Thank you.
Well, listen, we have fan controlled baseball Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, live from Oakland, California. The Oakland Ballers versus the Idaho Falls Chuckers. We're gonna be calling everything here. I'll show you what. This is the full screen graphic. Starting lineup. Starting pitchers, walkout music. Those votes are live right now. We got the first pitch of every inning. You got your strikeout pitches. You got pinch runners, hitters, steals, hit and runs. And then the Fanager audibles. The legend, JB John Brostrom, will be in the dugout with Woody the Duck's favorite baseball player of all time. That's right. World Series champion with the St. Louis Cardinal, Aaron Miles. Listen, it's going to be 3 hours of just pure fan engagement. Check everything out on social media. The entire thing will be streamed live on our app. And there will be a nonstop stream of picks and polls. So watch yourself, climb the leaderboard all night long. Leighton's going to be running obviously running social media behind the scenes, but he's going to be running all the picks behind the scenes. And if he wants to throw some fun polls in there as well, Jess Samola will be my technical director. And then all of the main polls like we get in racing and in football, everything's just going to be piped in there. It's going to be, a historical night. Seriously, this has never been done in actual baseball before. So
history is being made.
Get friggin' ready. So for myself, Patrick Dees, founder of Fan Controlled Sports and one of the most handsome gingers on the planet, Leighton Batiste, future dad, and top 5% in NCAA college football 2025. Is that right, Leighton? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, we'll say it. I'll take it.
We'll say
anything. You can say it.
Power to the fan.
Well, as the A's get ready to say goodbye to Oakland, baseball fans are banking on the team across town to be a big success. Earlier this year, the Oakland Ballers announced fans would have the unique opportunity to purchase stake in the team. Now, just a week into their crowdfunding campaign, they've raised more than $1 million. And this Saturday, the Ballers will be able to thank their local investors during Fan Appreciation Day at Raimondi Park. To celebrate their inaugural year, they're letting the fans have a say in the game. It's a partnership with the app Fan Control, where you get to pick the plays, you get to pick the lineup, you get to pick who's on first base, and more. It's already happened in arena football and car racing. I spoke with one of the co-founders, a Bay Area sports fan, who says he's hoping this will give fans a new, innovative way to enjoy the game of baseball.
I'm choosing the